Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'm gonna be testing out in multiplayer the beautiful car that you see on the screen right now. And that is the Acura NSX GT3 Evo. Oh man, do I love the way that this car looks. And I'm gonna be testing it out today because of course there's a KeyHunt that just started today. And you might be wondering, hey DBT, is this worth going for? Should I grind for it? Is it worth my time? Well, today we're going to be having a look at the stats of the car, how it performs in multiplayer, and we're going to talk about it and hopefully maybe help you decide whether you want to go for it or not. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because when you do those things, you're telling YouTube this is worth recommending to more people, and in that way the channel can continue growing. So if you want more Asphalt Legends Unite content, go ahead, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You know how this goes. But alright, first things first, let's have a look at the KeyHunt, which you're gonna find under the daily events. And just in case you're not familiar with KeyHunts, they're very similar to regular car hunts, except that they have an additional degree of difficultness. And that is, you need to get the car to the 5th star in order to unlock it. This being a key car means that you may have it at many stars or whatever, but if you don't own the key, the car is not officially yours. Now, through this event, you're gonna be able to get some guaranteed blueprints by finishing the race, 5 additional blueprints from the Ferrari 40, some more from doing the race with the Resvani Beast X, and from there, you just gotta keep on grinding it over and over and over and hope that you get the blueprint. Once you manage to get 134 blueprints for the car, which is all you need in order, or rather, all of the blueprints you can get in order to take the car to the 5th star, then, whether you have the car upgraded or not, you can use it, and so long as you beat this time of 51 seconds, you get the key, and then you get to keep the car. So this is obviously different than a regular hunt, because in a regular hunt, so long as you get the car to 1 star, the car is yours. But over here, you need to max it out in stars at the very least, to only then be able to get the key. So it does make it grindy, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, but this being a classic car, and even though 134 blueprints is, well, a lot, it's not as many as some other cars that need like 200 or so. So this may be doable if you really grind it, if you don't have a single blueprint for this car. Otherwise, you can always get the event pass and double the amount of packs that you can get per race and make the races cheaper and all that, and that will help you a lot. But anyway, so that is the basics of the KeyHunt. Now, let's have a look at the car itself. Now, while I do own the car and I have it at 5 stars, thanks to Multiplayer 2, which is where we're gonna be playing, there is a free try for this car right now. So, being a free try, it's a goal to try, so you get to see the car at its maximum stats. Now, this is a Class C car with a maximum rank of 3585. As far as the stats go, they're a little bit deceiving, because if you look at the top speed, 314.4 is not exactly very fast. Acceleration of 74 doesn't look very good either, but then again, considering that it's a Class C, it kind of makes sense. Now, where this thing really shines is on that handling of 86.13 and also a very strong nitro of 73.76. Now, I do say that this is deceiving because this car does have a, how you say that? An ace under his sleeve, something like that. I don't know how you say that. But anyway, let's get into multiplayer and we get to talk about it. So what is that ace under the sleeve? I think that's how you say it. Anyway. This car has perfect nitro boost, and if you don't know what that is, you know that with any regular car, no matter what version of nitro, what type of nitro you're using, you're gonna be hitting the same speed in all of them. So for example, over here, this car maximum speed with nitro can be 327. With single nitro, 327 as well. But look what happens if I go with perfect nitro. 345. Oh, Jesus! Once again, there it is, 345. So yeah, this is one of those cars, not a ton of them, but some cars do have this special thing where if you're using perfect nitro, the car goes faster than with any other type of nitro. And given that this car does have some pretty good nitro duration, that makes it really convenient to have this additional boost. Yeah, granted, the perfect nitro is going to consume your nitro way faster than if you're using single, for example. But then again, you do go considerably faster, so that's something else to keep in mind. Now, in this particular multiplayer season, it's Ghost Slipstream, so you have a lot of opportunity to just go with perfect nitro so long as you're going behind someone. You're still gonna be going basically, well, faster than usual and not running out of nitro, so that's kind of neat. But even in regular races where you don't have the Ghost Slipstream advantage of, you know, having basically unlimited nitro, given the really decent nitro duration for this car, it's not a problem. You can run with the perfect nitro often and you'll be fine. Now, this first race didn't go particularly well, but it's fine. It's a team mode, so that's why I didn't even manage to get to the finish line. The game determined that because these guys ended on first place, it didn't matter the rest of the results. So yeah, there it is. I got defeated by some cars, I did beat some others. Don't worry, we're gonna try to lock in a little later. For now, we're just discussing the car and its peculiarities. Now, to be fair, even with the perfect nitro boost, this is still not an insanely fast car for Class C or anything. I mean, it's good, but it's not like, wow, this is amazing. But that is kind of normal, given that, once again, this car is considerably agile with that really good handling and that nitro duration. You know how the balancing... I'm not going to take that jump. No, thank you. How the balancing on this game works. A car might be good in one thing, not so good in others. So, yeah, there we go. Not a fantastically fast car, but overall, I'm going to say, oh, Jesus! I mean, totally intended, totally. Oh, and sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I have a bit of an issue right now where I keep on coughing and phlegm. It's fine, whatever. So overall, I'm just gonna say it right away. This car is very, very good. Is it, wow, amazing? Is it the best classic car that you can get out there? No, but this is absolutely a lot of fun to use. And besides, like I said, look at it. Just looks gorgeous. All right, this time I got a second place. I did get defeated by what looks like a Gallardo, I think. What is that? No, is that a... I don't know. It looked for a second like a Grand Sport. Yeah, there it is, Grand Sport. Yeah, all right, fair enough. There's me on the Evo. Oh, look at that. The Formula E, Centenario Formula E, Nevada Time Attack, and Formula E. All right, fair enough. Let's keep on doing some more races. But you know what? We should change the color of this thing. Ooh, we got in Rome. And I did paint my car this time red just because reasons. Why not? But yeah, overall, I'm gonna say that this car is, like I said, a lot of fun. It's a pretty good car. It's not gonna be the best car out there and whatnot. And to be fair, as I keep on saying, unfortunately, given how multiplayer 1 works, the regular multiplayer, there's not a lot of space for you to be using lower class cars if you already have some higher class. What I mean by that is that if you're already in the Gold League, chances are you're not gonna be needing to use this car at all. So no point in acquiring this car in that sense. And in MP2, unfortunately, this being a mid-high class C car, it is a little bit on the overranked side. At a rank of 3500, you're going to be encountering a bunch of Class B, a bunch of Class A, even Class S cars, and those are absolutely gonna leave this car in the dust. Is that how you said? Leave it in the dust? Yeah. Like, that right there is a Tri-Nemesis. You know how fast the thing can go? Now, granted, the Tri-Nemesis is a much harder car to drive, and under the right circumstances, you might still be able to beat it. But overall, you know, in MP2, this type of cars, the high-tier cars, as I've said a bunch of times, just have a bit of a disadvantage. The top-tier cars of classes, of lower classes, because simply they're crazy overranked and they're going to be matched against really, really tough competition. But hey, once again, if you manage to do something nice like this, I did beat a Corvette Grand Sport, which, by all accounts, it should be a superior car to this, and yet I still got a W. Well, half W, it's a second place, so whatever. But yeah, well, look at that, there was even a, what is this? The Pure Sport, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Bugatti Pure Sport, yes. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so yeah, Tri-Nemesis, if well driven, of course, is going to absolutely destroy this. But hey, I did beat a Grand Sport, 2 more NSX GT3 Evo, like and Berlinetta, and there's the Chiron Pure Sport. Interesting. In the old Asphalt 9 multiplayer, this car would be actually pretty good. Because, you know, because of how it worked, and when you were in the Silver League, which you would be on the Silver League every other week, given that, you know, every time that the multiplayer series reset, you would start again from low ranks and whatnot, which I honestly really miss, but okay, whatever. This car was actually pretty good. Pretty usable. Yeah, granted, it would still be defeated by the super proper kings of the class, but in general, this was really good. And, well, what can I say? Like I mentioned from the beginning a couple times by now, I really like the way this car looks. You know that I'm a big fan of racing cars. This is a racing car. It looks great with all the aero and whatnot. But on top of that, the performance is very good, so yes. So basically, that makes it so that the two Acuras that are in this game are actually pretty alright. Both of them in the same class. But the regular Acura NSX is actually... No, I was gonna say it's faster than this, but I don't think it's faster. I think at the end of the day, it's about the same speed, if not even lower. But still, both cars are pretty usable without necessarily being insanely strong. Simply just good enough to put a good fight. But yeah, given the multiplayer here in Asphalt Legends Unite, well, you're really not... Unless you're a player that it's indeed playing in the lower leagues, because, well, that's where you are stuck at the moment, you don't have necessarily the best garage and whatnot, then yeah, this car definitely is going to be pretty good for multiplayer when you're playing in the silver leagues. But once you start getting into gold, then yeah, that's a first place. Defeating a Senna, NSX GT3 Evo, FXXK, Onyx, GT3 Evo, Huracan, and a Grand Sport. All right, I'm going to say that's Class S, although this is low S, Class A, and high Class B. All right. Pretty good result overall, I'll say. Now, since I had to make a pause over there in order to watch some ads to speed up a little bit the refueling process, I thought of showing you also the car at the max stats without epics. You know, because once you finish the KeyHunt, you're not going to be able to get epics unless you do okay in the Riot. So this is the stats that you can expect of the car without a single epic. I'll just show you real quick that I actually do own, I believe, one single epic. Yes, I do, but I haven't applied it. So all of this is completely epic-less, and well, there's the stats in case you were wondering. The stats that are the most affected by the lack of the epic, it's probably gonna be acceleration is a little bit, handling is the one I think is the most affected, and nitro a tiny bit as well. So if you were curious and if you get some epics and you're thinking where should I put it, honestly I don't know, I can never decide. I generally go for acceleration because hey, you can never have enough acceleration, but I think also going for handling to really improve it to the max would be the best. I believe top speed would be the least usable because hey, it's just gonna increase by a tiny little bit. It's not gonna matter all that much. And while we're here, I also wanted to show you the default colors that there are for this car. Now, it's not too much of a problem because you already, if you do go for the hunt or the KeyHunt, you're gonna get it to 5 stars and you can have access to custom colors. But if for some reason you don't want custom colors, here are all of the color options that the car has. Kind of nice that it has a bunch of them. I know this car from Asphalt 8 and this thing came only in black and it looked kind of boring, but over here I absolutely love this livery. It makes the car really look pretty cool. You get to see the lines, whereas when the car is completely black, it's just kind of boring. But once again, you can set up your custom colors. By the way, if you wanna imagine what it looked like in Asphalt, what it looked like in Asphalt 8, let me show you. It looked like this, kind of. Though it was more carbon, but still, like, yeah, you don't really get to see the beauty of the car, do you? So that's why I always like going with brighter colors and doing weird stuff like that. So I guess if I were to try to judge this car as a whole, I would say this is a car that is one of those that it's relatively easy, well, considerably easy, really, to drive. One of those really comfortable with the good handling, with the good nitro. It reminds a little bit of a weaker Grand Sport. Not as strong, obviously, but still, it should give you a bit of an idea of what I'm talking about. A car that is not very fast, but it's just very comfortable to drive, very fun to drive, so there's that. And by the way, you can see that I painted mine metallic greenish weird color, because why not? That's the beauty of custom colors in this game. I just took the lead. Now the question is, can I keep it? Let's just focus on using the perfect nitro and see if by any... Nope, there goes a Centenario that goes easily like, what, 30 kilometers faster than my car. But maybe he'll mess up. He did mess up, so this is my opportunity. Oh god, not a fantastic turn around there, but we're fine. We have taken the lead. Come on, NSX. Yeah, no, my opponents are super far behind. What am I racing against? I mean, obviously a Centenario, but what else? That's a first place, beautiful. I mean, to be fair, this is a good track for this car, once again, because of the good handling, and it's a track that is twisty, so that helps it quite a bit. All right, so, yeah, so there was a Senna. Wow, class S, S, C, S, 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 high HP. All right, look at that. Like I said, this was honestly a good track for this car. Put me on a top speed track, and that's where I'm going to have some problems. Oh, and speaking of tracks that might be advantageous for this car, another twisty one, pretty fun. Though this is not as twisty as the previous one, so whoa, is that a Jesco? Did I just see a Jesco? Was that a Jesco or did I just hallucinate it? See what I'm saying of the problem in MP2 with cars, especially high class C, that it gets matched against even class S. Now granted, a Jesco around this rank is gonna be at low stars and whatnot, but you know what? A Jesco, even at low stars, it still goes like 450 or 460 kilometers an hour. So yeah, that might not work very well for my car, but hey, such is the life of these cars that are overranked, unfortunately. You know, it's a whole topic about that whole thing. It was sort of on purpose, it seems, from Gameloft to make the high-tier cars overranked so that... Well, I don't know. I don't really understand what is the purpose of that, but yeah. You have a Class C car of rank 4000 versus a Class A car of 4000, you're gonna see that it's a massive difference. Same thing over here with the rank of 3500, but it is what it is. This race didn't go so well. 5th place, it's fine. Yeah, so we got an MC20 G2. Actually, that's a Class C car that did really good. All right, there's some skill issue over here as well in my case, because hey, a Class C still beat everyone else. I did beat the Jesco. Let's go! There's a Bailey Blade, Volcano, Onyx, the Jesco, Grand Sport, and a Centenario. Well, yeah. And remember when I said about top speed tracks? Well, Shanghai. And I know what you're thinking. DBT, did you just paint your car orange again? Maybe. Can't help it. All right, listen. Most cars look absolutely gorgeous in orange, so can you blame me for it? I didn't actually see what I'm racing against, though I already see, I think I saw a Centenario. I did see that Huracan Evo Spider. I think I also saw a Grand Sport. So I'm not seeing just yet anything that it's insanely fast, but maybe I just haven't seen everything that it's around. Oh, there's a Speedtail. All right, yep, that goes like for what, 410 or so? Yeah, it's gonna be rough. What is that? What is that? Can make it up from here. Is that a Lycan? No, I don't know what the. Oh! All right, pro tip: pay attention to the track. Stop thinking about what car is in front of you, because you just mess it up this badly. Ah, Jesus Christ! I'm fine. Listen. Sometimes you do it for the science. Oh, he wrecked. Okay, it's fine. At least I gained another position. Ah, Jesus, what was that? I couldn't make out what it was. It was the GTA Spano, no wonder. I never see that thing, so I don't know what it looks like from behind. I'm like, what the heck is that? But yeah, okay, the Speedtail, Spano, Grand Sport, Huracan. There's an Formula E, a couple of NSXs, and a Centenario. Oh boy. Oh my God, another Jesco. There's the Speedtail. There's a Glickenhaus. Oh yeah, this is gonna go terrible. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try to lock in, try to do something half decent. See if I can make my Acura NSX GT3 Evo proud of me. See, that handling it allowed me to take that turn without having to drift it at all. But I'm telling you, those cars, and again, it's a slipstream. Oh boy, goes to slipstream. You know that you want to go with very fast car and goes to slipstream because, well, you have a lot of nitro, so you're gonna be able to hit your top speed relatively quickly, or relatively often. So that's kind of neat, but for a car like this that is not particularly fast, well, such is the pain of this. I'm still in second place, but I don't think this is gonna last for too long. Especially in this upcoming section with the jump, then the wall ride. Let's see. I think you don't actually need to do the wall ride with this car. I could have gone with perfect nitro. That's the. What is that? That's the Onyx. DBT, stop looking at the cars and pay attention to your race. Jesus Christ, you keep on doing this, DBT. What's wrong with you? Am I gonna keep a second place, baby? Listen. I know it's not as good sounding as a first place, baby, but come on. It was a Jesco. I did beat the Glickenhaus, Onyx, Grand Sport, the Speedtail, which was even, what is this? Overclocked, another NSX GT3 Evo, and a Centenario. All right, well, there you have it. That is the Acura NSX GT3 Evo. Like I said, it is a beautiful car. In terms of performance, it's actually pretty good as well. Nothing insanely amazing like, oh, it's the king or anything. But it's a car that you're gonna be able to use reliably. It has 4 fuel, so it's kind of decent as well. So I'm gonna say you should probably, if you have the time for it, you should probably do the KeyHunt. And if you don't have enough time to complete the KeyHunt, I'm still gonna say that you should do as much as you can. Get all of the guaranteed blueprints that you can get from it. Also, do the races every time that you can. So even if you only manage to get the car, say 3 stars, and you're like, oh, I didn't manage to get the additional 2 stars. Well, for next time that this KeyHunt repeats in a year or whenever it is, you're gonna already have a bunch of progress and you're gonna have less work to do at that time. So it's a little bit of spreading the workload over a couple of years or whenever it is. But yeah, you may want to still go for it. It's a very nice car, and still for the collection, it's pretty good as well. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.